There you go.
Titties. Titties.
And I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make this quick because I gotta go eat.
Oh
You gotta
shit!
eat.
I gotta get food.
He's
You don't need any more food. You're fine.
I do. I need
No,
it.
you don't.
you've stored it for
I'm-
winter.
Yeah, it's
I'm
all
stored up for fucking.
It's
next
I'm
winter.
stored up for the fucking apocalypse.
It's all stored in your midsection.
Yeah, it's stored in more than that.
It's not stored in your briefs.
Turn
that
shit down.
Hey, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Welcome
Hi.
to In the Mouth of Music. We're gonna talk some shit about some fucking music.
Yes, we are.
Who are you?
I'm Diego Bandejo.
Oh, wow.
I'm G Corpse. I'm still alive though.
I am Senor Blanco. That's me. What's up, fellas?
What's up?
How's it
I
going, guys?
think tonight, or today, or this century, we should talk about Faith No More.
Who?
Faith No More.
No more faith.
Faith No More.
It's a good,
Faith No More.
good faith no more. Faith no more.
They're awesome.
They quite are. They actually became awesome after they got Mike Patton, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike
Yeah.
Patton is kind of like the secret ingredient
He was.
in the what's the Arby's
He
special
was
sauce?
he was the adobo to the meat.
Adobo to the meat.
He was. He was like when you throw adobo in meat, you're like, this meat is delicious.
It's like the McDonald's secret sauce.
It is.
what
Yeah, there's the Big Mac sauce.
What year did that guy come in? Because, I mean, the only Faith No
Oh,
More
fuck.
stuff I know is, you know, like
That's fine. You don't
80,
need. You don't
89?
look.
Is that when it?
They have
88?
2 albums. Introduce
88.
Yourself and what was the other album?
Epic.
We Care a Lot. And We Care a Lot and Introduce Yourself. They had their first singer, which was I forget his name. He actually just recently died, which really sucked.
We care a lot.
But
Introduce yourself.
he was.
88?
They're okay. No, I would say it was probably 88. Was
Mike came
89
Mike came in on the real thing.
on
Yeah,
real
the
thing.
real thing.
89.
Yeah.
So, but they had 2 albums before that. Not so good. They have one good, like maybe a couple good songs on "Introduce Yourself," which was probably
Which is the one that had the radio song? You
It was a real
want
thing.
it out? Yeah. All right. I bought the cassette.
yeah. Well, the
I
real
did.
thing's a fucking great album. You know
It's
what?
good.
Listening to it now, I don't. The vocals kind of. I wish they were re-recorded
You want it
because
out?
he was so nasally on
Very,
No,
very
but the recording
nasally.
is very good.
the
recording's good,
everything about that album's fucking
But
amazing.
his voice is super nasally.
I remember when I listened to that, I was listening to those black guys with the wetsuits. Same era.
Living Color.
Thank you.
Black guys with the wetsuits.
Yeah, Living Color.
Living
They-
Color.
In a
Had wetsuits
video.
on?
In a video.
Yeah, had a wetsuit.
Oh
Like a
yeah, he
bodyguard.
did,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
he? Oh,
But
they're-
that was
you know
the
what?
same era.
Living Color's a great band. Though.
They are. They're
Vernon
great.
Reed is a great guitar player,
Yep.
and if anybody,
I think
ever-
that band reminds me of that band only because of the time frame. That's all.
yeah,
It
well,
doesn't remind me of the music.
he was coming right off of that fucking Mr. Bungle album.
Mustard. Yeah.
Mr. Bungle's
Bungle,
amazing.
Nick, Matt, Patty, White, give the dog a
Love
bone,
it.
baby.
I love it. I'm
That's
such a
fucking
big
great.
fan of Bungle.
Yeah.
So I mean, they didn't have a lot of albums.
No,
You know?
they had 3 like really 2 hugely
Real
popular
Thing.
albums.
There are a couple. They had a live album. Angel Dust, King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime, and Album of the Year, and then Soul Invictus.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the new album, the Soul
No,
Invictus.
I thought it was
it's
okay.
very forced.
I thought the other
feel.
album of the year was also kind of like a little
Album of the Year was a little lackluster. King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime
Is the best.
Is the shit. It's
That is
like
the
my
best
favorite, hands down favorite album of theirs. Angel Dust is probably their most popular,
Yes.
I would say.
That's got Midlife Crisis,
Yep.
Be Aggressive,
Yep.
Art, I hate
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
talking to myself.
King for a Day was just like the production on it was phenomenal.
And that was also the album no one expected them to be good on because they lost the original guitar player.
yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, they're not going to be good.
What was that
And
guy's name? Jim something?
Gives a shit.
Fuck.
What do
He
you
was
don't-
in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
You don't play guitar. Any guitarists can be replaced. Come on.
He can be, but he was an original guitar player, and he played the whole entire time. But then they did King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. And let me tell you something. When that album came out, I bought it. I brought it home, and I was like,
You're
I was
floored.
blown the fuck away. I was like, this is the definitive Faith No More album. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. This is where every sound that they ever incorporated in the past to the present was incorporated on that album. And they made the perfect fucking album. There is not a single bad song
I'm
on
sure,
that album.
you know, after changing guitars, the old guitars was probably a drag, and the new guy was a breath of fresh air. And
They
bam.
were, but I mean,
You know what I mean?
I think Bill Gould is like predominant writer on it. I think that's the bass player, correct?
Yep.
And Mike Borden and Mike Patton. I mean, they were.
You can't change the bass player, man. It always falls apart.
I will tell you.
You know?
I mean, Faith No More was always a band that kind of made songs that were a little bit different. Every song was different from the other. I always have a test on like albums. Like if you can like play one track after another, and every song sounds different from the other, then you're good. Then you might have a decent album.
Yeah, sure.
Now, if every album starts dun 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 dun, you set second song dun 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 dun. Then you're just garbage. You're just gonna kind of like you're just gonna bore the shit out of somebody. And Faith No More, I mean, on a real thing, I mean,
dynamic band.
There's a lot of
Very.
dynamics, and on top of the fact that
one of the most dynamic bands.
and on top of that, they have probably one of the greatest vocalists of all time.
Yeah.
Mike Patton is a great, and that guy can kind of do anything.
And he has done a lot.
And he has, and dude, people are so infatuated with Mike Patton. He has made albums of just his vocals, him just doing sounds, and he's known for just doing sounds.
Belting out stuff. huh?
No, for just like doing sounds.
That's what I
not
mean,
even
belting
not even
out
words.
sounds.
He had albums. I remember Pete Carmichael.
He did I Am Legend. He was the voice of the vampire creature thing.
Yeah, he'd
whatever
be
they
like,
were. Yeah, but he's done so many weird things. Like he's done stuff on like cartoons and shit, and fucking a million side projects.
Yeah, a million side projects.
They were
Tomahawk.
They were very popular when they came out. I mean, like I said, I bought their album. So
I remember watching him on the MTV Music Awards and him fucking around like a fish and like thinking like, oh my god, he's dying of a heart. He's having him. Someone save him. He's dying. and like, no, but he wasn't. He was just flopping around like the fish at the end of the fucking video.
Yeah.
But Epic, I mean, Epic's going to always be
epic.
They're gonna be one. I mean, I don't have to listen to that song. I think every other song that album's fucking amazing compared to that one. But what's it called? Zombie Eaters? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Yeah, Zombie Eaters is great. The Real Thing is great. But Angel Dust came out, and that's where his vocals changed, and he became more, dude.
He could actually start to sing a bit.
Yeah,
you know,
he
like
wasn't so nasally anymore.
Yeah.
And then that's also when they
It
released.
wasn't like
Dude, what was that? Surprise You're Dead was the first. Oh, man, that song on fucking Real Thing was so good. Surprise You're Dead. That any metal band can ever cover that band. That song's fucking amazing.
I think the fact that they've made so few albums speaks volumes.
It
sure.
does.
I like it when a band just releases stuff and then they stop. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends, though, because I think also if you stop and then release a newer album, and it's just not as good. I mean, look, King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime, and if I'm slurring my words, I've had a lot of beer.
95.
Yeah,
that came out.
so if you release an album like that and it's not as good, I mean, King for a Day for a Fool for a
Oh my God, Dean!
Dude, it's a lot to say.
Just say King.
Just the King album.
Yeah.
The King album, it was such a hard album to beat.
Yeah, you can't top
You
it.
can't top that. That was like the pinnacle of all Faith No More right there.
So I mean,
I think that goes down as the greatest album.
with
one
the
of greatest
last
albums.
with the last record, it went from before that, Album of the Year was in 1997, and
Yeah.
then in 2015 they reunited and made this record, and I mean,
97 was album of the year.
Yeah.
dude,
Wow.
it's that long ago.
I stopped. I
So-
only listened to him when I was in middle school.
The new ones,
Man, I
the
feel
new
old.
record is, I mean, on its own, if you listen to the songs, they're good, but it doesn't have that impact.
Well,
That the others had when they were in their prime.
I think what it is like if you listen to an album fully and there's that's I think that's a problem with a lot of bands today. You listen to the album throughout.
All the way
It's not
through.
that the songs are bad, because like I believe like the new Anthrax album that was released was just not a good album.
Right.
But if you took the songs individually and listened to them once in like one song here one day and then listen to another song another day, you might turn around and go, "Oh, well, that album's actually not that the songs are on that album are actually good." I think that was the problem with those last two albums, is that as a whole, they're not great albums.
See, I think a band like that is they were so cutting edge when they first came out that it's just when you come out and you're cutting edge, man, it's
no
hard.
one sounds like Finn.
No, but it's tough to top yourself. Especially, it was released in the 80s, their first, that first album I bought.
Yeah.
It was very cutting edge, and it's hard to keep that up as a band.
Well,
And-
just be inventive with the sound that they had, and like I said, I think they hit their peak with King for a Day for Fool for a Lifetime.
I think they have like a very unique,
I'm just gonna say
very
it like
unique,
that.
a very unique sound. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
Very
sure.
unique. Very original. It was very fresh at the time. Like I told you, like
was.
at that time I was listening to that and those black guys. Those guys
Was
were great.
DJ
man.
Jazzy Jeff and the
You know?
Fresh
It
Prince.
was. You know what it was? You know what Living Color? Living
probably
Color.
said that all
You know what
slurred,
Living
too.
Color was? They were the pop version of Bad Brains.
No, they were.
Yeah.
No,
nothing
they
like
weren't.
Bad Brains.
They were nothing like Bad
Aside from them
Brains.
being black, they were nothing.
The
like
Living
Bad
Color
Brains.
had Jim Carrey. It was fucking awesome.
No, not that.
All right, so let's wrap this up. In Living Color, Fucker. Faith No More. Goddamn, they're so fucking good.
They are. They're a great band. They really are.
I am going to. I'm going to give them an A-.
Wow.
No
My highest
way.
rating so far.
I can't give that.
I fucking love them.
Nah.
Just because King for a Day, I don't know. I feel like it eclipses so many things, and yeah, I mean they didn't have a long discography for them to just like peter out. You know what I mean? Like they stopped at a time when they were really fucking good, and they came back and they still did a good job.
Just wasn't a great job.
It wasn't a great job, yeah. So
I mean, you know what? I would
I
give.
really like them.
I would give them an A if they would have been able to lure me back in. But since they never lured me back into their music, I give them a C-, maybe even a D.
Wow.
Only because they didn't bring me back in. I listened to them in middle school, and they didn't lure me back in as a band.
I'm gonna give them a B.
Oh.
Only because they created a King for a Day Fool for a Lifetime, and after that, not so much. But you should like and subscribe to us because we like lots of dirty horrors, and send us horrors your way.
Send us suggestions,
Your way,
right?
my
We
way?
need suggestions.
You can send
Suggestions.
us panties also.
Yes.
I
Pretend
don't
we're
want
Japanese and we're
This guy wants the
vendor.
panties.
And
He's getting married. No
and
panties.
Ling Ling beer. We like Ling Ling.
We like Voodoo Ranger.
Yes.
I like Voodoo Ranger. I'm cooler than him.
Whatever. I got a Fear Factory shirt. Fuck you.
I got an Undertaker shirt. Mine's way cooler.
You wore that last week.
Oh,
All right, we're out.
bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.